I love it.
All right, you don't need a train or a plane to get to a vacation spot.
Kimberly Evans from LuxuryTravelMom.com found some great nearby destinations that are spectacular.
And she wrote about them in the June issue of Greenwich Magazine, the travel issue.
She visited us last week, but her segment got bumped due to the tornadoes. But we're in the clear now, so take a look.
I put together, there's a bigger list in the magazine, but I picked my 3 favorite for you guys. And the first one is in Maine, in an area called Booth Bay Harbor.
Booth Bay Harbor, it's spectacular.
You've been?
I have not been there.
Okay.
I've been to Algonquin, which I know this is much further up north, but it's still beautiful.
It's mid-coast Maine. It's only an hour from Portland, Maine. And, you know, if you drove it from southern Connecticut, it's only like 5.5 hours.
Which is really good.
It's not bad. You can stay in a real lighthouse.
Oh, my gosh.
An actual lighthouse that was used, you know, what lighthouses were used for, to guide sailors home in safety. And now it's a luxury. There are 2 luxury suites there, and so it could be you and somebody else who's staying there, or you could rent out the entire thing. They take you back and forth to the island by boat, and the innkeepers stay on property. They make you your meals.
So is it just you, or are there other people there? Or just...
There's only one other suite. So
only one other suite?
Exactly.
That's
so
fantastic.
You could like live out your sort of like, you know, sea captain
Your
dreams.
Tom Hanks,
I have a feeling you have sea captain dreams.
But it's luxury, like they still
it's
serve
very luxurious.
Some lighthouses, I know they have one, the Rose Lighthouse in Rhode Island.
I would not bring that to you. It's all luxury.
This is
all luxury.
I would not bring that to you.
Know me?
This is staying at a lighthouse, and they do everything
and
for you.
it's all luxurious.
And
it's part of the Booth Bay Harbor Resort, which now has the Booth Bay Harbor Country Club, play golf. It's all very fabulous.
All right, Baker House.
This is in the Hamptons, and when you think Hamptons, I don't know what you think, I think like fast Porsches, parties.
Absolutely.
This resort is one of the oldest occupied structures in the entire country, and it's hidden behind the privet hedges as you're coming down the main road. And tucked back there is this fabulous resort. There's only 7 rooms in the entire property.
Well, it's in East Hampton, so
it's in East Hampton. And the best part of this resort, in my opinion, you get a parking pass for the beach.
Oh,
Anybody, is that right? If you've been to the Hamptons, you know that like it is very.
But maybe you just want to stay there in those luxury chairs by the pool.
Yeah, and there are 2 pools, and then there's a spa that's like underneath with a pool, and you can rent out the entire spa. And I thought this sounded reasonable for like $75 an hour.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah. Well, if you're on vacation and you got the money,
you might as well just rent the whole spa.
Right.
Yeah. And just
Right. You want to go?
Or have your friends.
Who wants to go? We're friends. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go right now.
Let's go right now.
All right.
So Gurney's in Newport. I saved the best for last. I love this picture. This is my little 15-year-old correspondent, Lily Bartles, and they have 2 goats on property, William and Cornelius, and they are guest favorites. They live in a replica of the Marble House mansion, and they walk them a couple times a day, and you can actually take the goats for a walk. I mean, there's a whole lot of fabulous things about this resort, and they probably want me to share that, but they have goats that you can walk.
They also have amazing unexpected views, even if you're just going for dinner, and you can make s'mores there.
And Scarpetta's famous Manhattan eatery is at Newport. They spent, it's in my notes, what they spend on the remodel. It was a lot of money. They spent $18 million remodeling this property.
It's the old Hyatt.
Gorgeous. It's the old Hyatt, and you can drive there, or you can arrive by yacht. They have a 22-slip marina, or helicopter. They have a partnership with Blade. So, or you can drive.
Now,
or you can ride a goat.
This is a bizarre question. I know we're coming up on summer, but are any of these, can these be winter destinations as well?
They can all be winter destinations.
Okay, so
isn't that where you'd like to be in the winter?
I mean, I would love to be
watching the water in Newport.
It is
in
really
your lighthouse, right?
It's gorgeous. You can go see all the mansions decorated for Christmas. There's definitely a lot of winter.
Yes.
Or fall. I mean, really.
It's really, these are year-round destinations. But like you said, what's fabulous is I think sometimes we all think, oh, I've got to get on a plane to book a trip. These are places I had never heard of them until I started researching this story.
Well, that's but you know, people are always like, how come you stayed in Connecticut and you didn't go somewhere? I'm like, I'm 2 hours to New York. I'm an hour and a half to Boston. I'm 3 hours to Maine. You have all these wonderful travel destinations, and you really seek out some really wonderful places.
I couldn't agree with you more. And a lighthouse. You can stay in a lighthouse. Now, if we could take the goats to the lighthouse, that's done.
And it's all blendable. So more information is is in the article that we can pick up.
So
and there's
the
lots of other
June
places.
issue will be on the stands probably next week. It always comes out just a little bit before June.
Okay.
So
I don't even know. I guess that's what you do, is you write. I didn't even know you wrote. What do
And
I
Jeff
know?
Glor from CBS News is on the cover.
I know. You like the way I tied that in? Yes, I am Greenwich Magazine's travel editor.
Did you think she just got...
I just thought you came on Better Connecticut. What do I know?
I know. You're right. I am here for you, Scott.
We're very narcissistic. You were like, that's it's all about us.
This is my job. Is
Well,
to
thank
come
you. We
entertain you.
We
I love
appreciate
it.
that very
Yes.
much. If you had to pick one of the three, which would be the first place you would go to?
I am fascinated by lighthouses. I
Okay.
grew up in
Who's that?
Seattle, and you know, the lighthouses used to all be owned by the government. And so they sold them off in 2000. And like you said, some places that bought them, you know, it's sort of more of a rustic
Right,
destination. But to be able to stay in an actual working lighthouse and
still
also
get breakfast in bed.
have high thread count sheets and somebody making you a meal, I'm in for that.
Okay, sounds
It's the
good.
best of both worlds, and that's how she rolls. So you can follow Kim on social media. She won't bring you those rustic lighthouses, but for fun photos, check her out on Instagram. It's always something fabulous. Just search luxury travel, Mom. Now, how about a vacation destination that you'll have to get to by plane?
Absolutely, but you won't have to buy the plane tickets if you